Windows 1.0. Released in 1985, Windows 1.0 was Microsoft's first graphical operating environment for personal computers. Instead of typing every command, users could open programs through simple windows, menus, and icons. It still depended on MS-DOS underneath, but it introduced a friendlier way to use a computer. Even though it was limited and not widely adopted, it laid the foundation for every Windows version that followed. Windows 2.0. Launched in 1987, Windows 2.0 improved speed and allowed Windows to overlap for the first time. It introduced better keyboard shortcuts and improved memory management, making it more practical for everyday work. This version also helped popular Microsoft programs like Word and Excel become more useful, encouraging more people to adopt graphical computing. Windows 3.0. Released in 1990, Windows 3.0 became Microsoft's first major success. It offered a more polished interface, better graphics, and stronger performance on newer computers. Users could run multiple applications more smoothly, and software developers began creating many more Windows programs. It marked the beginning of Windows becoming a mainstream operating system. Windows 3.1. Arriving in 1992, Windows 3.1 refined everything introduced by its predecessor. It added TrueType fonts, making documents look much better on screen and in print. Improved multimedia support also made computers more useful for education, entertainment, and business. By this point, Windows had become a familiar name in homes and offices around the world. Windows 95. Released in 1995, Windows 95 completely changed the Windows experience. It introduced the Start menu, the taskbar, and the desktop layout that millions of people still recognize today. Built with much stronger support for modern hardware and 32-bit applications, it made computers easier to use than ever before. It quickly became one of Microsoft's most influential releases. Windows 98. Windows 98 arrived in 1998 with better hardware support and improved internet features. USB devices became much easier to use, helping printers, cameras, and storage devices connect more smoothly. It also included Internet Explorer more deeply within the system, reflecting the growing importance of the web during that era. Windows Millennium Edition. Released in 2000, Windows ME focused on home users with features for music, photos, and video. It introduced System Restore, allowing users to recover from certain software problems more easily. However, frequent crashes and stability issues gave it a poor reputation, making it one of the least popular Windows releases. Windows 2000. Also released in 2000, Windows 2000 was designed mainly for business and professional environments. Built on Microsoft's more stable NT technology, it delivered stronger security and greater reliability than consumer versions. Many companies trusted it for important work because it could run for long periods with fewer problems. Windows XP. Introduced in 2001, Windows XP combined the stability of Windows 2000 with a colorful and welcoming design for everyday users. Its familiar blue and green interface became iconic, and it offered excellent compatibility with software and hardware. Thanks to its reliability and long lifespan, many people continued using Windows XP for well over a decade. Windows Vista. Released in 2007, Windows Vista introduced a modern visual style called Aero, along with stronger security features. It looked more polished and included many behind-the-scenes improvements. However, high system requirements and compatibility issues frustrated many users, preventing it from achieving the popularity Microsoft had hoped for. Windows 7. Windows 7 arrived in 2009 and quickly restored confidence in the Windows brand. It improved performance, simplified the interface, and fixed many of the complaints associated with Vista. Fast, stable, and easy to use, It became a favorite for both home users and businesses, remaining widely used for many years. Windows 8. Released in 2012, Windows 8 was designed with touchscreens in mind. It replaced the traditional Start menu with a full-screen Start screen filled with live tiles. While the system worked well on tablets, many desktop users found the new design confusing. The dramatic shift in navigation made it one of Microsoft's most debated releases. Windows 8.1. Launched in 2013, Windows 8.1 responded to user feedback by restoring familiar features, including a visible Start button. It also improved multitasking, search, and overall usability. Although it solved several problems, many users still preferred the more traditional Windows experience. Windows 10. Released in 2015, Windows 10 brought back the Start menu, while combining ideas from both Windows 7 and Windows 8. Microsoft treated it as a constantly evolving platform, delivering regular feature updates instead of entirely new versions every few years. It introduced virtual desktops, the Microsoft Edge browser, and better support for gaming and modern hardware, making it one of the most widely used Windows versions ever. Windows 11. Introduced in 2021, Windows 11 features a cleaner design with centered taskbar icons, rounded corners, and refreshed system menus. It focuses on productivity, security, and better support for today's processors. New features, such as improved multitasking layouts, Android app support in selected regions, and deeper AI integration, continue to shape its development, making it Microsoft's current generation of Windows.